Welcome back to First Issues. Here to today's episode, we had an introductory segment on insurance with our guest, industry expert Mosadingwe Musinyi, who shared with us some nuggets of wisdom on the subject matter. The greatest piece of information that she shared was for clients to understand the terms and conditions of their covers so that they avoid disappointment in future if a claim is not paid. This evening, we talked to Mosadingwe about home insurance. By definition, home insurance is financial protection in the event of a disaster or accident involving your home, offered to you by your financier, be it a bank or other financial services providers. With this definition, we want to know what kind of disasters or accidents are covered by this insurance.
Home insurance can come in two parts. It's literally insurance for your residence. So the primary thing there is that it should be a residence. So you can insure the structure or your house. You can also insure the contents. And this insurance can be insurance against, for the house, against fire, against storm. So those, if you look at them, those are sort of like natural disasters. So, and then also attempted theft as an example. And for home contents, it could be against more or less the same thing, against natural disasters, against theft as well, if you've got the theft extension.
You were just talking right now about theft extension. Please explain further what that is.
Insurance, as it works, is such that it should be something that is accidental. Short-term insurance insures against accidental events happening to the insured asset. So primarily you'd want to make sure that you're as protected as possible to ensure that people don't come into your house and steal willy-nilly. It is not that if you don't have theft extension you can't get insurance. You can, but it may be more expensive than if you've got the right security. So you've got the walls, you've got the electric fences, you've got the alarm, you've got, stuff like that. So the more security you have, the better the rate you're going to pay or the better the price. Some insurers may actually say if you don't have those things, I will not insure your assets against theft.
So under what circumstances can or should one get home insurance?
In reality, everybody who has a home needs home insurance because nobody wants to lose their home and not have anywhere to stay. I know that primarily most people will get home insurance if they've got finance on their houses, but that is actually not necessarily always how it should work. It should be that you cover yourself against any accidental or unforeseen events, such as the fires we've talked about or natural disasters. So we know very well right now that there's a lot of turbulence in the climate. We've got Bodineo, so that comes, and if you don't have insurance, it means that you're going to be literally stranded. So it's important that you get insurance even if you don't have finance on the house. And it is possibly one of insurance for the structure is possibly one of the cheapest you can get in the country. So it is important to maybe just approach an insurer or a broker to find out more on how you can get a home insurance.
So are the insured forced to get the insurance with their financiers if they still have an ongoing loan?
Absolutely. The legal requirements in Botswana, the Insurance Industry Act, makes it very clear that customers should be given a choice to get insurance with their preferred underwriters or preferred brokers. So usually financiers will tell you about their cover because they would have negotiated better rates or better pricing for their customers. So that's why most people will default there. But it is absolutely not a requirement, or nor should anybody be forced to take insurance only from their financiers. So the law is very clear on that.
Sadi, so what legitimizes a claim?
I think when we talked about insurance in general, we touched on policy terms and conditions. So insurance is actually a contract. So there are policy terms and conditions that people need to read and to look at. So it is important when you purchase home insurance to check what you are covered for. And it holds the same for any other insurance policy that you may have. So I'll just give you an example for homeowners or for insurance. One of the things that is expressly excluded is insurance because of defective workmanship. So I bring this one up specifically because we are seeing a whole lot more and more people building their houses and the workmanship not being what we want or what they also want, what they expect. So same as maybe building a house and the roof is not done well. Maybe the people who were doing whatever you're using to roof your house didn't quite do a good job. And maybe a storm comes and as a result, the house is blown away. It doesn't mean that storm damage is not covered. It means that claims resulting from poor workmanship is not covered. So it means that the roof was never done properly to start with. So I want to urge people really to, as much as possible, use the right people, qualified people, use the right structural engineers when you are building. It is important that we don't just go for the cheapest person, because that at one point or another will catch up, unfortunately, with you. And sometimes these things are done without you being aware.
This program was brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana.
FNB, how can we help you?